I'm going to pull this out by Steve. Can you discuss your experience with the public service aspect of amateur radio, areas, races, etc.? What sort of traffic are you relaying during emergencies or special events? I've been involved with emergency communications since I first got my license more than 20 some years ago. And so public service actually is a real important part of my entire amateur radio experience. I think that, we really don't up here, we don't really have natural disasters, I guess. We don't have hurricanes, we don't have big floods or earthquakes, wildland fires. Although we on a smaller scale, I've been on a couple wildland fire drills. Tornadoes, we've done a lot of skywarn storm spotting, but the damage, for those kind of things are, even if there is a tornado, it's highly localized, and usually infrastructure isn't damaged to any great degree. So our amateur radio experience in actually working in those things has been really kind of a secondary nature. During the event. Of course, we're storm spotters, and we do, we handle that kind of traffic for our local National Weather Service office, and they're greatly appreciated for that. After the event, we usually, because there isn't damaged infrastructure, we kind of, that's the point where we sort of pull back. But
we do a lot. In addition, we do have storms come through. Usually after that, we're doing damage reports, sending those in as well. As well as, any sort of a weather, updates, tree damage, anything, size of hail, anything that the Weather Service can use to track and, basically substantiate what they're seeing on their radars.
Exactly.
Public service-wise, we're always doing some sort of event, whether it's a marathon or if it's cross-country skiing in the middle of winter. We've even helped out with like a local MS walk. Sometimes you just need a couple extra eyes and ears out there in case something happens. We've done balloon launches, things of that nature. This year at our marathon, we had at least 3 calls for medical assistance within a course of about 15 minutes, which is a little. You want to pull your hair out sometimes. It gets a little crazy, but those are the times that you're really thankful that you're there.
And I think that's probably our biggest public service benefit is not working in disasters and things like that, but providing health and welfare traffic for local events, just like Joe said. And I think that's almost just as important because it keeps you sort of tuned in tune and exercises your communications muscles so that if there was a large scale event, at least you've got the capabilities and the resources in order to respond to something like that.
Now, on another note, if you want to listen to some actual traffic, something to listen to is the Hurricane Watch Net. So Hurricane Watch Net usually comes up 24, 48 hours before a storm actually hits when that watch is actually issued. And start listening to those guys bring in weather reports on a much larger scale as a storm comes in. And the last one that hit New Orleans here just recently, I was listening for a while, and you can start to get these storm reports. But the storm reports, interestingly enough, were just outside the hurricane zone. There was more in the tropical storm area. You weren't getting anything in there because those guys were knocked off the air. That was a monster of a storm. But it really helped you a lot. The widespread damage that was down in New Orleans over the past couple of months. So that's another good one to really listen into. And anyone can listen in on HF on those. In fact, a good interesting story. Travis, our friend W9HCG, he tells a story about, I think this was during Katrina, that there was a call on the hurricane nets with traffic, but the two stations were too close. Of course, if you're working NBIS, NBIS, you're bouncing off coming right back down. But these two stations were kind of in that skip zone. Travis, who was a well-seasoned traffic handler, actually acted as a relay in Wisconsin for the hurricane net. So there is opportunities out there. If you can pick up as a relay to help with traffic, and that control can't hear it, and you can hear both stations.
And that's not uncommon for that you know, to provide those kind of services. And yeah, traffic handling. In fact, yeah, not too long ago, somebody sent me a radiogram. So, which is
good old fashioned radiogram.
Yeah, and I every Sunday morning I check into the Wisconsin Areas Races HF net and just practice traffic handling. So
right, it's kind of fun. If you have areas, if you have an HF Aries net in your area, always listen in. There's always traffic on there. Most states also have a traffic handling net as well on a daily basis, so that's always a good thing to listen to as well.
Yep, exactly. So great question. Thank you so much for the questions. If you keep sending them, we'll keep answering them. Feel free to leave your questions and comments down in the comment area below. I'll filter through them, and who knows, yours may end up on our next Your Questions Answered live stream. Our Q&A live streams happen on the first Thursday of the month starting at 7:00 p.m. Central Time. I hope to see you there. For more articles and information, along with a full line of VHF and UHF antennas for sale, please check out my website at www.jpol-antenna.com. Your support of this channel drives the production of future videos. Check us out on Patreon. Patrons gain access to exclusive content, and our patrons help keep the mission alive. That's over on patreon.com/KB9VBR Antennas. Well, give us that thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if it's your first time here. That's your best way to be notified when a new video is released. I'm Michael, KB9VBR. Have a great day, and 73.